Captain Ginyu is arguably the best TUR in Dokkan, but is he worth your red coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the red coin shop and determining what unit is worth your 400 red coins from the limited available pool. This time in the red coin shop, there are only a small number of units. There's the AGL Captain Ginyu, who is his first return being made available with coins. There's the AGL Trunks, the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Fizz and Int Super Saiyan GT duos. And that's pretty much it. It is a small banner after all. So, the question is are any of these worth your coins? Well, let's start with the bottom rung. The GT duo, while great, while insane, if you're newer and you picked up Pan, they might be worth it. They might not be, but definitely units that have been around a time or two, and you wouldn't be missing anything skipping out on them unless they're just one of those units you just keep missing, right? For the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I would say he is definitely a hard no on a pickup on your coins, unless, of course, like I said with the others, he's just one of those that's always avoiding you, right? But he's been replaced by his tech counterpart, so not really worth the 400 coins at the moment. The AGL Trunks, this is his second return. Again, he'll probably be back again on step-ups in 3 months, so I would say, unless he has been avoiding you and still avoiding you, may not be worth it, right? So pretty much the entire bottom ring is kind of personal preference, but I would personally say that they are not worth the 400 coins in the moment, right? You should be focusing your coins on 3 levels. Number 1, LRs. Number 2, 200% leaders. And then finally, number 3, units you're missing. So, now, that brings us to Captain Ginyu. If you missed Captain Ginyu on his banner, this is your first opportunity to pick him up. But is it worth the 400 coins? Well, yes. Short answer is yes. Captain Ginyu is completely worth the 400 coins you invest to pick him up. There's no buyer's regret here. He is insane. He does everything. He stacks defense, he stacks attack, he heals, he's got a scouting effect. He's insane. He is a great unit, given you have the units that go with him. Now, if you don't have the units that go with him, you may be in some trouble. It may not be such a good idea to be picking him up just yet. Another thing to consider before you consider buying Ginyu, like again I said he's worth it, is to take a look at the Tanabata banner, which we're going to be getting here soon. Between November and December, we should see this. We usually see this banner by December 25th, Christmas time, and it'll be the first return of the anniversary LRs, the Dokkan Festival Super Saiyan Gods and the Super Saiyan 4s. Now, if you missed them during the 7th anniversary and you have 400 to 500 coins laying around to pick up Ginyu, you should not be using your coins for Ginyu. You should be using them for one of these two. Alright? Focus on the big anniversary units. Heck, I would even argue that if you don't have this Tech Gogeta, this Tech Gogeta will also be on the November banner as well. There's a November version of this, the thank you banner that we get during that time. Tech Gogeta will be on this. If you don't have them, I would argue that you would probably want to pick them up before you pick up Ginyu. 1, LR. LR should always take priority. But 2, these guys only come around twice a year, right? They come around in November on this banner, and then on Saiyan Day. And I kind of just count these as twice a year because this is basically the same banner, right? So they don't come around very often. So if you were missing them, I would say that don't use your coins on Ginyu just yet. They're pretty versatile. They're a very useful unit. They have that scatter effect and that heal that Ginyu also has, though not to his level, right? So again, if you're thinking about Ginyu, but you don't have any one of these 3, I would definitely recommend not using your coins for Ginyu. Another thing to consider that when this banner, without the Super Saiyan 4s, just the regular Dokkan Fest banner comes next month in November, it will have these guys on it. Now, The Trunks and Vegeta probably won't be back until Saiyan Day, and you'll be able to pick them up with coins then. However, you know, if you're low on coins, like you've only got that 400 to 500, and you don't know how well you're going to do on their banner when it shows up next month, it wouldn't hurt to just save those coins. You can live without Ginyu for right now, as good as he is. Okay? Some other things to consider, though. There are 2 other LRs that only show up twice a year, on Anniversary and on Worldwide. The AGL Super Saiyans and the STR Cooler. I'm going to say hands down that if you do not have the STR Cooler, you should not buy Ginyu. Save your coins until this guy shows back up, because out of all the units you could be missing, this guy is probably the most powerful. The LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s up there on his level. So if you're missing any one of those 3 units, you should not be picking up Ginyu. Alright? Now, that being said, if you've got all of those, you've got lucky on Anniversary, you got the LR Gods, you got the LR Super Saiyan 4s. On the Worldwide, you managed to pick up the STR Cooler or the AGL Super Saiyans. Then I would go ahead and have no qualms about saying, yeah, go ahead, pick up Ginyu with your coins, especially since you spent 1,000 stones on his banner and didn't get him. I'm talking about myself, by the way, there. That was me. I spent 1,000 stones, so I have all of those units, so I went ahead and bought Ginyu. If you're in my shoes, then yes, go ahead, buy Ginyu. But if you're missing any one of those big LRs, then I would say save your coins for greener pastures ahead. So, anyways, guys, that's my recommendation. If you liked my recommendation, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, what do you think of my recommendation? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have a reason why? I would love to hear it in the comment section down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.